Okay. Let's get a little bit of coverage here. Hey Trico, what's up? Move the mic a little bit closer. It's a little far away. There we go. Just wait a little bit. Get some people in here. Gotta organize things anyway. Ugh. Squid, what's up? Gavin, Icy. How's it going, everybody? We are fixing one thing on Glass Construct because I never fixed this after I got the battery in. So I just kind of used the other battery, which I'm going to keep this, but I just kind of used red wire just to lengthen it out kind of haphazardly, and I only put sleeving on one side because it's good enough. But obviously if I'm going to ship this out to someone, I'm going to bring it back down to here, and then I'm just going to keep these, and obviously I'm going to heat shrink them. So we don't even need to take the blaster apart, luckily, because we have enough length here that we can do it outside the blaster, but I just wanted to get that going before we sent that out. Jen, no change your mind about full auto, huh? No, I used it like once or twice, and I was like, that's kind of cool. And then I stopped using it. It's just not my thing. So first is we need to get rid of the heat shrink tubing. I was actually supposed to still be in school, because I took 3 classes in the first 8 weeks, and then another 3 classes in the second 8 weeks, and I just started the classes today, the second half, and I'm actually supposed to still be in school right now, but our teacher decided that he wasn't going to show up for some reason, which is kind of weird considering he taught the first class. I think my thing just crashed here. We back? Cool, we're back. Yeah, that was only a second. We still good? Let me just make sure that the stream actually popped back up. Okay, I think we're good. It was supposed to go till 2:30, but yeah, he didn't show up, so I'm home a little bit early today. Does 10 of your live streams modding a blaster continues to mod? The first set of live streams for Glass Construct was 40 episodes long. There's 117 hours streamed out of the 145 hours total on the blaster. Okay, that's one of the heat shrink tubings gone. I was there for like 90 hours. Okay, so we got our solder going on. So how's everybody's day going? Video output low. Not sure there's a whole lot I can do about that because I'm not sure if that's on my end. I think that might be YouTube. Question, why is this goodbye to glass construct? I sold it. I did indeed sell it. I posted it on Etsy and it sold in 23 hours. Just give me a sec for the iron to heat up. It's almost done. Yeah, it's sad to see it go, Drew, but I'm pretty okay with it leaving. I'm not super attached to the full auto. The blaster came out great, but it's not gonna get much use out of me, so I'm okay with letting it go. Most of the money is actually going towards taxes and bills because I have not had a good few months with Etsy, so this is kind of saving me. But hopefully a little bit of it will go towards future mods. Not sure if he wants me to say, because it is a YouTuber. Where's my... I'm not sure if he wants me to say because it is a YouTuber. I wasn't given any specific instructions. Yeah, that's hot. I should be using these. Come on, there it goes. Starting to melt a little bit. Just need to give it some time to heat up all the way through. There we go. Let's see. How far away are the funds for Dogma again? I'm about halfway there. Give or take. There's no like solid number. I mean, aren't all the blasters I make girls? Like cars, aren't they all female? Hey, what's up? I'm never sure what to call you, so I'll just call you hi, 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 hi. No, it's not a modding channel. Okay, this is just not making contact in the slightest. Oopsie. Put a little bit of solder on there, it'll make contact better, and there we go. So now we can move glass construct out of the way for just a minute. And now we need to detach these guys. Before I start heating this up, I think I'll take the time to take out the heat shrink. It's not, I will say it's not gun versus gun. I will say it's not gun versus gun. That much I will say. No, they're not in the modding community. Send you a pic of the paint. I dip on the RS I did for a friend. Okay. If you're ever trying to desolder something, it might be a little bit difficult. Just put a little bit of solder or a little bit of flux if you don't have rosin core solder on your iron, and that will just break through the oxide layer so you can actually heat up the part. Pretty difficult to heat up the part otherwise. Come on, come on. Patience is a virtue. There we go. Okay, now we have our connector back. That side's negative. So now we can get glass construct back up. Actually, before we do, let's get... Ah, crap, I think my heat shrink tubing is downstairs. Give me 1 sec. I need to get the heat shrink. Okay. Will you ever make a BSP cage for the Raven? Probably not, especially with a bunch of Morpheus stuff out, or OFP in general. Probably not. So much dust on this. Someone's texting me a lot. It's in the next room. There we go. Same 3-to-1 adhesive marine grade adhesive line shrink tubing that I used for the rest of the build. Okay, I'll bring this back up. Yo, what's up, Austin? For the price that Glass Construct sold at, I can guarantee you don't want this blaster. I can personally guarantee. Make sure the wires aren't twisted up in there. And now we just need to put this guy in its proper spot. I could use a little bit of rain on this end. Hold on. Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you were talking about the, I thought you were talking about Glass Construct. If you want accuracy, the Morpheus guide does provide, in general, more accuracy. Maybe not to the level of Canted, but it's still worth looking into. I personally recommend it like no more than 4250. I just see that it starts declining after that, but that's just me personally. Also depends on the wheels. And hello to everyone in the stream. And we'll just heat up these connections. There it goes. That's one. We'll just double check that connection. I think I might heat that up just a little bit more. I'm sure it's in there solid, but I just want to make sure. There we go. Happier with that. Whoops. Almost missed. Waiting for Ben to read. Uh-huh. Stop confusing everyone, Gavin. Ironically, Trico, scar barrels do work on flywheel blasters, believe it or not. No, Gavin, actually, believe it or not, you are correct. They do indeed, which is why everyone was so confused and trying to find an excuse as to why they wouldn't. But they do indeed work on, from what I've heard, they do indeed work. So we're going to flip this around, just so we can get a little better of an angle here. line up our connections. And away we go. Yes, it definitely does kill FPS. More so than on a Springer or air-powered blaster, because there's no force behind it after it enters that. It's all lost from there. Which is why it's better just to put the cant in there in the first place. Which is more practical? Which is more war practical? A rate of fire dial, or a select fire switch? That really depends on your play style. Personally, I don't like either. I find single firing more reliable than anything else, but that's also because I have a lot of accuracy, and anything more than 3 shots is going to be a waste, but I might not always want to take a 3-shot burst. Well, it's kind of up to personal preference, and you're not really going to have that feeling until you make something and then figure it out. What I would suggest is make a single fire, because that's the cheapest. Go out, play a few games, and then you'll kind of have a better understanding and a better feel of maybe I'll want a select fire switch, or maybe I'll want a rate of fire dial. But it kind of depends on your personal preference. Hey Ben, will you be making a scar barrel for the Alpha Snooper? I already made a scar barrel for it. It's already on there. That lets me use my artifact darts, otherwise those would be virtually useless. No, hers is not canted. I'm me and Dr. Snickers are the only ones that do the canted ones. Although technically they're prototype Morpheus ones now. My friend has used one. He said they worked good, but I haven't tested those yet. The stream, no one's... Hey Pete, what's up? It was a fun build to watch come together. Am I right, my fuzzy friends? Thank you so much. Not a problem. Okay. Sorry. Putting this off long enough. Catching up on some reading. Oh, right in my face. Okay, that's a phone call. I'm in the middle of something. I'm gonna miss that phone call. Just let that heat up a little bit. There it goes. It's almost going in. There it goes. Yep, just a little bit longer. And there we go. I'll let that cool down a little bit. We can talk while we wait. Let me see who that phone call was. It was an ad. Why am I getting so many ads? My Katana Mag's Morpheus guide shipped. Yeah, I'm kind of mad because I was talking to my friend about this literally just before I ordered them. I ordered the Katana Mags a week ago, and I was telling him I know for a fact that if I don't order them, they will never come out with clear mags. But if I do order them, they will immediately come out with clear mags. It's kind of like a paradox thing. I knew for a fact that it would happen, and sure enough, I ordered them a week ago, and Jet Blaster just announced on their Facebook, hey, what do you want the next color to be? Of course, that means it's not going to be ready for months and months and months because, you know, Jet Blasters. But still, they're either going to make clear smoke or clear orange. I don't think anyone likes clear orange. I think there's like one vote for it, but they're doing like a vote thing. So I knew for a fact that that would happen, but I have friends local that are willing to buy them off of me, so I don't think I'm in that much trouble, but it's still a pain in the ass, so... Going to have 2 different flywheel cages and underbarrel XPZ that multiple variables sizes shoot different things. That's cool. If you're gonna have two flywheel cages in it, the first one doesn't matter anyway. And you kind of have to make mounting points for the second one, so you might as well make that a strife. Which OFP, the cheaper method would probably be OFP has prototype canting cages. And he got those, he got the canting dimensions from me, so. Gotta go to work. See you, Mail. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, make test battle. What's up, guys? That's most likely either Justin or Ryan. What's up, guys? How's glass going? I am fixing the connector in the back because it's something I had been putting off. I just had leads because I was planning on doing a different connector, but I sold this recently. And so I got to get it shipped out. Justin. Hey, Justin. And so I got to get this fixed up. We're almost done. Got some heat shrink on there somewhere. Fell way in there. I need to get that out. Wow, that didn't do anything. Oh, no, never mind, it did. There we go. Thank you. I'm getting looser grip, though, because I have 150 FPS cap. Yeah. Yeah. Then in that case, you might consider a dial for your case in particular, so you can turn it down. Talk to your moderators first, because some moderators, if you even can turn it up, they won't allow you. Hold on, I need something. Okay, I have no idea where that is that I need. I'll have to find a different solution because I don't feel like going downstairs. But yeah, talk to your moderators before you even think about putting a dial, because some of them won't allow it. We allow it because we don't have enough people to like have justified cheating. So there's a little bit of a nub here. I just want to get it off. A little bit of a solder nub. Oh, I can turn this off. And I'm trying to get it off, but I don't have pliers right here. Ugh, it's gonna make me go downstairs and get them. Is there a secret? Is there some secret to printing cages without a ton of support? Not really, and that's one of the reasons why I hate making them. Actually, kind of torn. Yeah, it's a tough decision. Kind of traded coverage. Chain of any kind makes no sense to me. Yeah. You know, like in the heat of the moment, you might be like, I really want to get this guy, so I'll just turn this up really quick or something to that avail, but it's so close to coming off. It's really going to make me go downstairs and get the wire cutters. I'll be right back. Actually, I have no idea where the wire cutters are. I should probably find those soon, but I got some pliers and that should be okay. There we go. Almost. There we go. Sorry about that. Where is it going? I'm not sure if the buyer wants me to disclose who they are because I was not given any sort of instructions, and they are a public figure. So I don't want to give that away. I know he wants to make a video for it, but when, I am not sure. Okay, so how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this without burning myself? Being sold kind of stinks until you actually get the money, and it's not so bad. I'm not sure if anyone remembers, but I got my asking price for it, so yeah. Trying not to get the blaster at all. God. There we go. It's more difficult than I wanted it to be, but we got there. Wait, wasn't glass finished? It is. I'm just fixing the connector because I was being lazy. But now that it's actually going to someone, I have to fix it. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with comments. I would just had them connected like temporarily with these two leads and kind of half-assed in there. But now it's actually being sold to someone, so. Which has a faster rev-up time if the wheels are the same, normal Hellcats or Neo Rhinos? I think they're about the same. I think the Neo Rhinos are right around the same ballpark in torque figures. If you want a more distinct answer, you can see the small difference in their torque numbers if you go on their pages, whichever one has the more torque. But it's so small that you're probably not going to be able to notice it anyway, so. Just gonna let that cool for a second before I cap it off. Got the cap here. Uh, 130 is smaller than 180, but the normal Hellcats don't have neodymium magnets. So, yeah. The Neo Rhinos are basically the equivalent of normal Hellcats, which is why the normal Hellcats are being discontinued. Well, virtually all motors made, all motors made for this hobby have basically the same RPM, because after a certain point you just get dart slippage and it actually decreases. This has already been done way in the past. So everything's going to be around 33,000 RPM, so it's just kind of the torque numbers that you're looking at. Does this mean the stream is ending soon? Probably. I've got a lot of other stuff to do, and I just kind of needed to do this. We've been going for 35 minutes, so it's a little bit of a shorter stream, but probably ending soon. I can't think of anything else that I need to do immediately right now, so. So yeah, if you guys have any last questions, we're probably going to be wrapping up here soon, so you might want to start asking those now if you do have any questions. I'm sorry, but OFP cages are kind of ugly. Engineers. They're built by engineers. Can't complain too much. Okay, that is our connector done. Let's hear this rev up one more time. This is, actually, I have a fully charged battery. Give me 1 sec. It's downstairs. Give me 1 sec. Need to discharge this anyway. Would it be feasible to make a dragon's breath from Destiny? I mean, yeah, anything's possible. Take some work, but anything's possible. Okay, well, to the Blaster, it was fun seeing it born. You'll always be one of my favorites. To Hawkeye, thank you for the shorts stream, as always. Had a Blaster have a swell day. Good grief, I'm having trouble reading. The rest of your work goes well. Thank you, Trico. Your kind words always mean something to me, so thank you. Hey, Ben. Hey, what's up, man? Okay, so just checking voltmeter right there. That is a full battery. So let's hear this guy rev up one more time. Nice and smooth. Terrified I'm going to scratch this blaster on the corner of this. Music to my ear holes. There's nothing like the sound of XP180s in a DRS cage. So I think I've found a trick to showing you guys what these LEDs look like in real life. Oh, hold on. Ugh. Put that away. Because it's kind of hard to tell what they actually look like, because they look way more green in the pictures. If I could get this over here. It looks way more green in the pictures just because the color of the LEDs and the auto white balance on the camera. But if we take this guy and we turn on its LEDs and then we turn on these LEDs, now it has something to auto white balance, and that's almost exactly the right color of this guy right here. So you can see it looks a lot different in real life than it does in some of the pictures. the end picture at the very end of the album that this is in, that's more accurate to how it actually is colored, because it wants to white balance to Ethereal Fortress, and then you get the correct color right here. Do you still have access to the previous live streams of Glass Construct? I do. It's in a private file. I was not accustomed to live streaming back then, though, and I'm not sure of all the things that I said, and I'm not sure if I want everything in there to be public, so... She shall be missed. Definitely need to get more of these 3 amp toggle switches, or slider switches, because these switches are freaking awesome. It's nice and clicky. It's a little bit larger than I would like, but it's nice and clicky, and that's way more important than size. I think that just about does it for this guy. This will be the last time you see this, because this is going right into a box after this. It was a lot of fun building this. It is kind of sad to see it go, because I was expecting to keep this blaster for myself. But I got more for it than I've been offered for Ethereal Fortress. So it's kind of hard to turn that down. And at the end of the day, I don't really like full auto, and that's kind of the thing that determined it for me, is like if I really liked full auto and full auto was my thing, it would probably be another Ethereal Fortress, and I probably wouldn't want to sell it no matter the price. But I just, as hard as I'm trying, I really am trying, I just don't like full auto enough to justify keeping it. Hey, I'm back. Sorry, Caleb, we're just about to end. Would you give someone access to the previous streams to make one giant time lapse? I guess, if you want to sort through that. Goodbye, Glass Construct. You will be missed. Yes, she will indeed. Yes. It's been fun. We now have, it was 117 hours. Now it's closer to 118 hours now with this one of footage of this guy. So we have enough to remember it by. At least I do. You guys can't see it. Haha. This one will be out. This stream will be live though. Oh, and then we have the overview as well. Anyway, I'm bringing this on long enough. Thank you guys very much for watching. I always appreciate having you guys in this stream, and thank you for supporting not only this stream for Glass Construct, but for all 40 episodes that we live streamed for this. So I feel like this is kind of our blaster. You know, me and you guys that have been watching. So I just wanted to give you guys a chance to say goodbye to this as well. Anywho, thank you guys very much for watching. And end stream.